Alright guys, what's up? This is my first YouTube video. My name is Kyle Eflin, and basically what this channel is just me reacting to videos, and you guys seeing how I react. I don't know how to put the actual video on the screen, so it's just you're seeing my reaction. I'll try to give you a play-by-play of it, but basically it's just everything. We're like gonna be watching, funny videos, scary videos. I get scared so easily, so you guys should enjoy that. But today we're gonna watch Danger Dolan's 50 Lies You Still Believe Today. Right now I'm in my college dorm, so I am in college. I'm in school. I'll get this started. Danger Dolan, 50 Lies You Still Believe. That's the first video we're going to watch. I think I'm going to do 2 videos today. So the second one should be up after this one. And the next one will be a scary one. Like, it'll probably be like someone's ghost. And then you guys can put in the comment section what I do next. And we'll just go from there. Alright, so the first video is 50 Lies That You Still Believe by Danger Dolan. Let's get this started. Let's get this started.
From Viking helmets to goldfish only having 3 seconds of memory to goldfish only having 3 seconds of memory, we count 50 common misconceptions you have about the world. Number 50. If you cut an earthworm in half, you aren't making 2 worms. You're just chopping a perfectly
I knew that. I kind of didn't figure that you didn't make 2 different worms. That'd be kind of crazy if you cut it in half.
When you think of a Viking, you think of a gruff Scandinavian in a horned helmet doing horrible things to villagers. But in actual fact, Vikings never wore horned helmets. This was made over the 1800s.
They never wore horned helmets?
48. Neither frogs nor toads can give you warts. So don't blame the toad.
I actually believed that when I was a kid. I thought frogs gave you worse when I was a kid, but I ended up figuring out that it's not true.
There's a widespread belief in Korea that having a fan on your face for too long will kill you. This is known as fan death. Because of this, most fans sold in Korea come with a mandatory timer. This is complete fallacy. Number 46.
I've never heard that in my life.
Memory much longer than 3 seconds.
I've never heard that either.
So bats aren't actually blind. That's right. They have sonar and a decent sense of sight. You better watch out.
Sight?
Coming to get you. Number 44. If
I were to ask you to name a famous
short person, chances are you're going to think of Napoleon.
He wasn't actually short. Yeah, I did. I took a history class in high school. Napoleon wasn't short. Like, it was just to make fun of him, basically.
There's never actually been any reported cases of this happening. So your child that's acting suspiciously like they've had LSD is just being a kid. Number 42.
I didn't hear anything about that.
No airplane has ever intentionally jettisoned septic waste, and on the occasion it happens by accident, it collects on the plane as blue ice. Why is it blue? The Illuminati. Number 41. If you've ever seen glass windows that have been around for 100 or more years, you might have
wasting
noticed
food in airplanes?
On the bottom than the top. Some people say this is because glass is a super cool liquid and it slowly drips down over the years. This is
I've never heard that.
People would just shit at making glass back then.
I've never heard about windows being bigger at the bottom, smaller at the top.
He wasn't actually the first. He was, however, the first to make a commercially viable light bulb. Number 39. Consuming
so Thomas Edison never made wasn't the first one to make the light bulb? I've heard that. Henry Ford, he wasn't even the first one to make the car. He's made the first one affordable by making the assembly line. But I thought Thomas Edison made the light bulb. I didn't think like he made it cheaper, because he made like that saying. I never made he made the famous saying of, I failed 100 times, but I figured I had to not make a light bulb 100 times. So I thought he created it.
Vitamin C doesn't prevent colds. It just makes the one you have already slightly more tolerable. Number 38. Putting a bit of salt in your pot of water doesn't make it boil noticeably faster. All you really accomplish by doing so is making your water slightly less healthy.
Never heard that before.
There has been no empirical evidence of any vaccine causing autism or any related disease. So please vaccinate your children to help with humankind's herd immunity.
Never heard that.
Have you read about smallpox? It's worse than autism. A lot worse.
That is true. Smallpox is a lot worse than
If you
autism.
swallow gum, it doesn't stay in your gut for 7 years or whatever. It actually comes out at the same rate as any other
Really?
food stuff. But you shouldn't swallow too much of it.
I thought
or
gum
you'll
stayed in your
have a pretty
system for like
serious
7
case of
years.
constipation.
I really did believe that. I really did.
If you notice a person close to you has gone missing, don't wait 24 hours to report it to the police. There's no law dictating this is what you're actually supposed
Really?
to do. Number 35.
I always thought just call as soon as possible.
Including children, doesn't cause any hyperactivity. It's all placebo brought on by adults or other children.
There's no such thing as being hyper?
Neither redheads, gingers, Fanta pants, fire crotches, orangutestes, or candleheads are going.
Orangutestes.
Number 32. Once a person is dead, their hair and fingernails don't keep growing. However, their penis size totally does. You should try it out.
If you die, your penis grows?
Shaving hair doesn't make it thicker or coarser than plucking and waxing. It just makes the hair have a less natural end, causing it to look and feel spikier. This will go
Really?
away with normal.
My dad always told me, like, never shave. It grows
Some
back
of you
faster
may
and
have
thicker.
read
Like,
that
don't
using a
ever
finger
shave.
wrinkle with wet to age your
Keep it as long as
underwear
possible,
grip.
then
There have been
shave.
studies regarding the matter, and the results show no improved grip when you're all wrinkly. Number 29.
I never heard
Your
about
taste
that.
isn't separated into sweet at one point, bitter at the other, etc. in a sort of tongue map of taste. In fact, it's just mixed pretty evenly over your entire tongue. Number 28.
Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it says that your taste buds in your tongue, like, it's not separated. Like, people say it's like separated, one side's bitter, one side's sweet, one side's sour. I took an anatomy class in high school. She said that it was split up in my tongue. I ended up failing that part of the test. Miss Cummings, if you're watching this, I'm gonna have your ass reported.
If you're exposed to a vacuum, such as outer space, you don't blow up like a balloon and eventually explode. For all you inflation fetishists, just stop. That's not even related to the misconception. Just please stop.
Never heard
Number
that.
27. Blood isn't blue until it's oxygenated. It's always red thanks to the iron in the hemoglobin. Your veins just happen to look blue on the outside because they're an inbuilt mood ring. And you're always depressed. Mine always look pink because I'm always...
Don't ever take science in school, apparently.
If you eat less than an hour
Basically what I'm
consuming, you're not more likely to drown or get cramps. Number 25.
Really?
If you
I
wake
believe
someone
that.
up while they're sleepwalking, you're not going to harm them in any way apart from ripping them out of the fantasy world where they're about to do it with you. You should make it up to them.
Okay, no lie. When I was littler, my sister was sleepwalking. I was about to wake her up. My mom yelled at me so hard because she's like, "Oh, you're gonna harm the person. You're gonna harm her. Don't wake her up. Just let her do her own thing." She straight up yelled at me. Like, I'm gonna show her this video. Just be like, I could have waked her up and you yelled at me for nothing. You traumatized me, Mom.
Somehow. Number 24. Great white sharks don't mistake humans for seals. In fact, they have a completely different tactic
I knew that.
for attacking humans than other animals.
They attack humans?
The word theory in the theory
I heard
of
that they
evolution does
usually
not
leave them
imply
harmless.
invalidity. Scientific theories have been proven and almost unanimously accepted in the scientific community. Number 22. Sharks can actually suffer from cancer, so stop supporting Bruce's smoking habit. Not only will it cause him cancer, it's also a bad idea.
Who gives a
for him to
fuck?
be out of water. Number 21. Ostriches don't
These
stick
are
their
dumb.
heads in the sand to hide from enemies. They do this to give their faces a precious sandy look of yesteryear. Number 20. Bulls aren't enraged by the color red. They can't even see the color red. Also, Red Bull isn't made from bull semen. Pervert. Number 19.
I thought it was
Elephants don't
bull urine.
go to a special place to die. There's no such thing as
Honestly,
elephant
didn't even hear
Number
about this.
18. Dropping a penny or
Some
any
of these are
other coin
dumb.
from the
He
top
needs
of a
to
nearby
do
stable
better.
will not kill a person or crack the concrete. Number 17.
Really?
The word
I believe that
is
since I
never
was a
pronounced or
kid.
even
I
spelled
thought, oh, penny down from the Empire State Building, you're gonna die. You're dead.
Which just kind of looks like a Y. Number 16. Cracking your knuckles or any other joint doesn't increase your chance of arthritis. It was just one of those things your
Really?
parents made up to stop you being so annoying. Number 15.
Cracking my knuckles is
Dolphin
annoying?
doesn't stand for gentlemen, only
Maybe
ladies
Dolan
forbidden.
sounds like
In
a
fact, it's not
douche.
an acronym at all. Number 14. Fuck doesn't stand for forceful use of carnal knowledge or any other combination of words in the formation
I
of an
thought
acronym.
fuck meant
A sentence
fuck.
made to suit the word like this is called
Whatever that
acronym.
is.
Number 13. Microwave ovens don't cook food from the inside out. It cooks from the outside in, similarly to a normal oven. Number 12. Daddy long-legged spiders aren't the most venomous spider that can't hurt you because their pincers are...
Yes, they are.
In fact, they can penetrate human skin just fine. Number 11.
I don't think that- I don't
Yes,
think
there
that's
is a
right.
town in Japan spelled USA.
I think he needs to redo this. I think that's because I've heard many times, and I've read that day long layers are like the longest or the most venomous
or at least it's never been scientifically
spiders.
Number 9.
This is a photograph. Okay, now I know he's lying because there's got to be photographic memory. People are geniuses and remember every day of their lives.
There are no alligators or crocodiles that live in
I knew that.
sewage. Drop bears, however, they're completely real. Number 7. Neither Macs, iPhones, or machines running Linux are immune to viruses or malware. It's true they may be less common, but they still very much exist.
I mean, I watch porn on my phone, so...
If you leave it in a cup of Coca-Cola overnight, it won't dissolve into nothing. Number 5.
Really?
Walt Disney didn't have his head or any of his body cryogenically frozen.
You know, I actually believe that for a little. I thought Walt Disney actually had his head frozen.
Actually lick their eyebrow. It's not impossible or restricted to contortionists. Number 3.
Their eyebrow?
A recorded incident of anyone sticking a small animal such as a gerbil up their ass for pleasure or any other reason. This is mainly because I've never been caught. Number 2. George Washington Carver invented 300 odd different uses for peanuts, but he didn't actually invent peanut butter. Number 1. No one has ever reported having their kidney stolen or any other organ. The story about someone waking up in a bathtub of ice with a mysterious line of stitches is just that, a story. That's it for this countdown. Have a good one!
Alright, guys. Some of that was just crazy. Someone can lick their eyebrow? That's insane. You can lick your eyebrow. That's like your tongue. I couldn't tell you how friggin' long your tongue had to be. And then a gerbil up their ass? Where's the even guy get that stuff? Well, it definitely was. If this some of this is true, then number 1, schools lied to me. Number 2, things that I've read and like science articles have lied to me. And it's just, I don't know. You know, you think you go to school and get a better education, but they end up lying to you. I think that's just the crazy part. And then the gerbil gnats just kind of, I don't need much to say. But guys, give me some tips down there, and just tell me what video you want to do next, and I'll see you guys later.